Mount Pleasant, Moncks Corner, Somerville. We have a bunch of office locations, probably around 40 employees total, several attorneys. I can't count.
12-ish?
12 attorneys.
Give or
Okay.
take.
Okay.
Yeah, so huge presence up and down the coast. And of course, you know, we want to keep growing and keep growing our practice. Our huge thing is just being big on customer service and making sure people are getting the best experience possible. Because even though we're all still working toward one goal, it is a stressful process for buyers.
It is.
There's, you know, a lot of one chapter of their lives is ending and another one's kind of beginning. So we're kind of those people walking them through that transition.
Mm-hmm.
So we're really big on customer service, making sure our clients feel like they can come to us with any questions and we'll guide them through the process. 90, I would say 95% of the practice is real estate and doing these real estate transactions. And then we have the estate planning division, which I guess I can pass off to Tom.
Yeah, so I think if you were looking at the attorneys, all of them except two pretty much do real estate.
Okay.
Like all offices or just the blue?
All offices.
All
Okay.
offices. Okay.
And then two of us primarily do estate planning.
Got
So
it.
I'm one of the two based in Bluffton. The other one is in Charleston. So yeah, estate planning is kind of a natural outgrowth of
course.
real estate because a lot of times people move here from other states
Yeah.
and they have questions. You know, do I need to update my will? Do I need to do these sorts of things? What does it mean to be in a different state? And so it's it's just kind of a natural supplementary practice area for a firm that started out as a real estate firm.
Yeah.
I guess is the best way to put it. So,
That's good. What I love about it though is that's your focus, right? That's your niche, and you can do it, and you can do it well. You know, do it at a high level. Getting back into the client side of things, for one, how many of your clients are coming from out of town? Because obviously Hilton Head, you know, we mainly retirees and second homes, investment properties. I mean, obviously there's full-time residents, but the folks coming, you know, are usually coming from somewhere else. How much of that business is, would you say, do you even have the number?
out of state?
Yeah, that people are relocating.
Surprised when I see a
99?
Yeah, I would. The best way to
Wow.
describe it is I'm surprised when I see a South Carolina license when I open the file.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm like,
So
oh.
obviously a really-
And then when I go in there, the first question I ask is, so where are you actually from?
Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe one time, two times in the last 2 years, someone said, no, I'm from here. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Because mostly New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, I think Ohio. They've come down, they've gotten a taste, and that taste just wasn't enough, and they just want to come down. And my sister's moving here now, and my daughter's moving here, and this cousin that visited once wants to move here. And I'm like, that's how I think all of us ended up here.
Yeah, that's right. Except for Tom.
I will say, if you looked at our Myrtle Beach office, it's probably similar to here.
Okay.
If you looked at the Charleston area offices, you'd probably see a little higher percentage of just resale within the Charleston market
Okay.
because it's a bigger city, bigger
Yeah.
metro market where people are moving, like, you know, changing from a starter home to we've got a family, that type of thing. But yeah, here in Myrtle Beach, I think it's just a lot of people moving in who have been dreaming of retiring and they finally made it, and yeah, they're happy to be here.
But that's another thing too with real estate is like, I was thinking about this last night. You see people in all different areas of life or stages of life. You have the retired couple. I had a couple closings this week where it's newlyweds yesterday. They got married 2-3 weeks ago. You see people who come in couples that they're pregnant and they're expecting it'll be their first family home.
Yeah.
Sometimes see the people that did just go through a divorce, but they moved down here to be closer to family and they're getting their home on their own.
Yeah.
So you deal with people in all stages of life, which is also a super interesting part of real estate.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And I think the market is changing since 2020. There's a lot more people that are staying permanently here. So I'm sure you're going to start seeing those resales, the move up buyers, you know, more often.
Definitely.
Yeah, I definitely think that, you know, post-COVID changed a lot of things. The remote, once people got the taste of remote, you know, I've been reading articles about companies wanting to try to bring people back, but people are kind of like, no, I'm not doing it. You know, I like this remote thing. And so I think we're going to see a shift in who actually is moving here, and especially as Ridgeland and Hardyville. You know, we got 20,000 houses slated to come in out there. And I think that's going to be more of those families and, you know,
Young
people,
professionals.
young professionals. The key will be the jobs. It's always the jobs, but as long as remote works there.
That's what I was going to say is the only thing this region has always kind of not had is a big anchor employer on this side of the Savannah River.
That's right.
So,
With the growth in Hardyville and Ridgeland, you can live on this side, shoot down, 'cause
Yeah.
it's not that
But
far.
I see it now too, like as a young professional. So again, like young couple, there's a vet clinic that opened.
Yeah.
For a couple of closings for some of the veterinarians that were coming down, or young doctors or young nurses.
Yeah.
Of course, there's also a little bit of a niche for the Marine base that's nearby
Yeah,
as well. So
true.
we have some closings for Beaufort, kind of that area as well. And
Yeah.
but people come down, they decide they're gonna, once they're 3 years or however many years they're in or up, they want to stay here.
Yeah.
So that's a whole nother area that's bringing more people down, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. It's funny. I heard somebody say what Bluffton was 20, because to your point, like Bluffton, what it was probably 25 years ago, really. It wasn't.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Buckwalter Parkway didn't exist. Bluffton Parkway didn't exist.
Bridge.
78 was a 2-lane road.
I mean, that's all in the last 25 years.
Yeah.
I mean, that is wild to think. And I've heard somebody said, we're going to look back and we're going to be like, Ridgeland, is where Bluffton is now is where Ridgeland and Hardyville will be.
Telling my husband we need to buy something out there.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
Well, we're talking about all the people relocating here. Would you say they're coming from different states, right? South Carolina, real estate requires that you use an attorney. Can we talk a little bit about that? About South Carolina requiring attorney? Why wouldn't people just say, "Hey, I'll just use an attorney" versus a real estate agent in this area?
Yeah, let's break it because we come from a title state.
Yeah.
We use the title company. You never talk to an attorney. So yeah, let's break that down because that's always a question when we say to people, "Hey, you have to pick an
So
attorney."
the obvious answer is our legislature, in requiring an attorney to do the closing, did a good job protecting attorney. No, I'm only partly
you can be happy with that. Yeah.
But, yeah. Good job, folks.
Yeah.
It helps that a lot of them are also attorneys and the legislature. But no, it's all right.
It's not a conspiracy show here. Okay.
All right.
So, to break it down, yes, we are an attorney state. It's required by the law that an attorney is present at closing and conducts the closing, holds the funds, and oversees the entire transaction. At the actual closing table, when you're signing the documents, an attorney needs to be present.
Now, so that's for every